fall. It's good to see that you survived the pool route intact.
Why is it that I don't see a waypointer? Huh?
You.
I'm gonna go at this with an angle, since I can, I think, take 3
Okay.
3 points with me.
Stay and rest, or push on.
Nah, nighttime is beautiful. It's actually where this game is the most beautiful in. Should probably take all of those. Yeah. Nah, let's stay story focused.
One of the Cyclops drones. I could reconnect it with the dome back in the base if I grab its data.
May your enemies fall. Strike true as the
Karo's champion. We must all unite to stop Regala.
Never thought I'd be grateful to an outlander. It's the Chief's champion.
Thrust a spear into the heart of this rebellion.
Thank you. It's good to see that you survived the pool route intact.
Hey, stranger. Are you looking to trade?
This weapon is such a cool idea. That you have basically a boomerang weapon, but it doesn't come back reliably enough, so I haven't been able to make full use of it.
How can you say that?
I only meant...
No! I have to find him.
You should learn more about our ways.
You said their craft wasn't seaworthy, given the fact that you've never set foot on a boat.
is a guess.
Don't know
Want to risk
exactly
another
what it
raid on
is.
a
Could
guess?
be just that
I wonder who
because
goes
I'm
to
sick,
knock for
but
keeping
the
watch for
color scheming here makes my eyes hurt. There's so much detail everywhere. I have problems making out what it is.
Who are these raiders you're talking about?
Some of Regala's supporters were hunted down near here. Most fought to the death, but one group had other ideas. They escaped pursuit and raided Tide's Reach. They were last seen out to sea to the west.
The raiders escaped out to sea?
We think that's why they raided the settlement. They built a flat boat, bits of wood tied together.
Raft?
I wouldn't want to go to sea on one, but it seems that was the raiders' plan. Slaughter our sleeping guards, steal supplies, and sail straight west.
Are you worried they might come back?
The supplies they stole won't last forever, and they were prepared to gut our guards to get them. People here want justice. That won't happen until those fugitives are found.
If the raiders went out to sea, I'm not sure how I could follow them. I guess they got away. For now.
Wait, how?
We share the same enemies, Outlander.
So what do I remember? Because it has been some time. We have met this other faction. This crusade-like faction. And I thought that would be one for either for the next game or for the DLC.
Let none doubt the
Because they were shortly introduced and then
I
took
have
off
to
as
do
well.
something. I can't just
And
lie
then
here.
I
Maybe
thought,
it's for the best. If
No.
yeah, that was it for them. But they got reintroduced suddenly in order to where's the fire here?
It's Aloy, Regala's bane.
They might be able to help us track down
The truth of the visions were
or get a
revealed by
lead
this Outlander.
on Pharaoh's bunker, I think. Has been a little bit. It has been a little bit. I guess they are possibly the raiders that are spoken of. Sure. Might as well walk. I should mark points of interest though, so I don't miss out on campfires.
Shelter. Chance to rest. Check my gear.
That is an entire settlement, okay. Okay, now looking back at it, I was like here, the arena gear that I could get would be too powerful. But just now the idea sprung into my head that I feel like I'm way too weak for what I should be, since I'm almost level 50, right? But I still have troubles fighting alphas. Oh, that's cute. Who are you? Oop.
Aloy, I'm here.
Walking on it.
What is she doing here?
Thornmarsh. Quite a sight, isn't it? Never thought I'd find myself this deep into Noct territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Tanakh patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amatis, really?
Like I said before.
So, just to catch you guys up on it, since I did her questline offline, she is following this guy into these wilds, even though she is the Sunhawk and should be taking care of the Hunter's Lodge in Meridian. But for some reason she's out here, which is not completely out of character, since she could be out here hunting bigger, greater beasts, you know, to earn her a better reputation and also not to slack off as a Sunhawk. But then it was so obvious that this guy means more to her than just being someone affiliated with the Hunter's Lodge. So to me it's plainly obvious that they had a thing together. So
He helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then he trusted me with the truth, told me how the Red Raids took everything from him. Seeing that side of him, I don't know, changed things.
You love him, don't you?
I think I might, yeah.
Then why did you part ways?
When he told me how he failed to save the woman from his past, I told him how I made peace with my father and brother's deaths. He realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait. When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Karja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amatis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was all right, but his letter never came.
So you set out to find him.
And when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amatis thought Nessa died on the battlefield, but when he learned that the Tanakh took prisoners back west, he kept going. So I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on then. Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Karja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Then what's Amatis after?
I think he just needs to know.
Over here, you flaming hunk of scrap.
That's him!
Those Fireclaws right on his heels.
He's no match for it alone. Come on!
Got you! Talana?
We've got your back! catch my arrow? Give it to him!
Talana,
You were supposed to let me know you were okay.
I was going to send the message right after I crossed into the desert with an Oseram caravan. But when it became clear that the tunnel had collapsed behind us, I figured the only thing I could do was press on. Seeing as you found a way out here, however, clearly I was wrong. I'm sorry. The last thing I wanted was to worry you.
So, you must be Amatis.
And you must be Aloy. Talana's told me a lot about you. And I guess you must know about me.
A little. We know you're headed for the rot. But what are you hoping to find there?
A clue. Or a shred of one. Anything about Nessa's fate. Maybe she died on the battlefield. Or maybe she wasted away in that prison. Either way, I have to know.
Talana told me about you and Nessa during the Red Raids. That you kept her secret.
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear Division. Our orders were to push into Tanakh territory through the tunnel. She was proud to serve the Sundom at first. But as the atrocities mounted, we both saw the raids for what they were.
And the two of you grew close?
We did what we could to protect innocent lives. It felt like we were the only ones who objected to the slaughter. And yes, we were close. Until the Battle of the Burning Blooms.
So, you and Talana, sounds like the two of you had an adventure out in the wilds.
Clawstriders, a hunter-killer, mercenaries, a shell snapper. Nothing could get in her way.
A scruffy hermit in the woods certainly tried.
That was foolish of him, in hindsight.
What happened at the Battle of the Burning Blooms?
I had intel that the Tanakh forces were greater than we had anticipated. I tried to convince my commander to halt the attack. He was a drunken lout. And when I threatened to reveal his incompetence to Karja High Command, he pulled a knife on me. So I killed him.
In self-defense.
It was still murder. I was condemned. But I thought at least I could still save Nessa. I was too late. By the time I got to the battle, the fields were already burning. Our soldiers slaughtered or missing. What's more, the commander I had killed was from a powerful noble house. They put a bounty on my head. I've been on the run ever since.
But the Red Raids are long over. Sun King Avad would pardon you if he knew...
The Sun King can't help me.
A pardon from Avad won't stop bounty hunters eager to claim their prize.
Well, we're here now. So let's head to the rot.
I can't ask you to come with me. I feel bad enough you've come this far.
I didn't come all this way just to leave you now. We'll see this through together.
I know better than to try to talk you out of it. Come then. The rot's not far. The rot's along the shore, but we'll have to stick to the woods to avoid being seen.
How did you find it?
I overheard a Tanakh patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on alone?
I only need to question one guard. Figured I'd grab someone when they're by themselves.
Well, now you have us.
We're getting close. Just a little further. There it is. The rot.
Those are Regala's rebels. They're waging civil war against the rest of the Tanakh. They must have taken over the prison.
Then they would have killed any of the guards. They were my last hope of finding out if Nessa was there.
Maybe not. There might still be some clue inside.
Even after all this time?
Aloy can see much more than you or I.
Then let's do it. Any scrap of hope is better than nothing.
We'll have to find another way in. The front gate looks impenetrable.
And there's no way we're scaling those walls.
You two stay here. I'll see if I can find another way in and get that gate open. I should check around the sides. Might be a way in from the water.
We'll head in as soon as you get the gate open.